So smile for Papa's photo. Ya-da-da-da-da-da. I'm still getting ready, people, so just give me a minute or two. I gotta check the sound and make sure that it's alright. Well, hey, 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 all you hip chicks and hip cats. Oh, I got a echo somehow. Well, we will hope that it's okay. So, this will be my last, this is the last Cat's Meow for 2022. I feel like something's turned up a bit too much. Hold on. There we go. Oh, that's better. Yeah. So, this is my last Cat's Meow for 2022, just to let you know at the beginning. I'll let you know at the end as well. Once again, I did not get time to do much in the way of PR. We're still going to YouTube, so you'll find this on my YouTube channel. So, hey, Susan, great to see you. Great to see you. Lovely. Catherine M. Thompson, Indigenous Cause, St. Thomas, Ontario, and Dudum. And now I live in Burlington. This Cat's Meow sits on the treaty territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nations and the allied nations of the... Oh, I'm not going to be able to do it. That's terrible. I just get tongue-tied, and I haven't got the print in front of me. That was one thing I wasn't able to do today. This territory is part of the Dish with One Spoon Treaty, an agreement between the Haudenosaunee and allied nations to peaceably care and share for the resources around the Great Lakes. We honor this, and we beg the ancestors for permission to work and benefit from this land. So I'm going to, this is going to be a different sort of show. It's all going to be about the holidays, and I don't know what that twing is. Susan, if you're there, you know, I don't know if anyone else is there. I don't know what that little sound is, but anyway, what I do want to show you guys is that I actually bought a shirt this year. I know all my clothes are so old, eh? But I couldn't help this one. I'm going to step back and give you a show of what it says, because it's sort of fun. See, it says, I'm fine. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything is fine. And of course, everything is not fine, but it's tolerable. I mean, I don't even know if it's tolerable. My kids have taken over for the day in terms of driving, and they're in the midst of taking our loved one in for a treatment, which is not a curing treatment. It's a relieving of symptoms treatment, and yeah, that's where we are. So my time for the next several months has to be completely focused on helping our loved one get through as best we can. And so I've got a show prepared for you this week, and then you won't see anything of me unless I happen to like pop in live, just spontaneously. So let's get going. I'm going to start with the lyrics. Oh, come on now. This worked so well last week. Learned 2 weeks ago. Now I can't get it to go up. That's so weird. Oh, opening Papa's photo lyric for the video. Who knows? There we go. You can't see this, but I can, and it'll keep me on track, okay? And I'll just find the backing for this. Oh, goodness sakes. Now, you see, this is the sort of thing that I should have done as I was getting ready, and I didn't, and that is to make sure that the settings are such that it won't go to sleep in the middle like it just did. And I always have to find this display on brightness. You know, that has nothing to do with when it goes to sleep, but it says it does. So there it is on never. And I actually have to do the same thing on, I have to turn on amphetamine and make sure that this computer doesn't decide to close down halfway through a song or something. So we're going to put it on for 1 hour and hope that that's enough, because we're going to plow through a whole bunch of things here. So this is my holiday single. You can find it on all the music platforms. It's a digital song, so there's no, there's no disc for it or anything. You can also find the lyric video on YouTube, and I'm going to play that at the end. So this was a song studio challenge to write a Christmas song. And this is our story. Early Christmas morning, bleary-eyed and yawning, we gather all together on the stairs. Giggling and jostling, we find our places, sweet anticipation glowing in our faces. Papa sets a camera, and when everyone is there, he snuggles in among us at the bottom of the stair. The love that's all around us makes everything so bright. He doesn't need a single light. So smile for Papa's photo before we see the tree. Take another picture, make another memory, a part of this tradition ever since we were born. Papa's photo of the family on the stairs each Christmas morn. Well, there may come a time when Papa finds him. I think that's a break. I hope it is. No, it's not. I'm going to give it to the sax, and then we'll join in later. Well, there may come a time when Papa finds himself alone, and who will take a photograph when Papa dear is gone, until our Christmas colors are all turning blue. We'll do what we always do. We'll smile for Papa's photo before we see the tree. Take another picture, make another memory, a part of this tradition ever since we were born. Papa's photo of the family on the stairs each Christmas morn. So smile for Papa's photo before we see the tree. Take another picture, make another memory, a part of this tradition ever since we were born. Papa's photo of the family on the stairs each Christmas morn. Well, there's one version of it. That's so funny. I thought there was a sax solo where there wasn't. Anyway, what the voices you hear on the chorus there that add to mine are Megan and her kids, Sophia and Carl, and they were good enough to come and record that chorus part for us. I'm going to play the lyric video at the end to go out on. Yeah, that's what we're doing today. So, today is the 22nd of December, but yesterday was the 21st, and apparently it was the longest day in the year. So, of course, that is the winter solstice over to today. So I thought I'd read a couple of pieces of solstice poetry that I found online. The first one is called Eclipse. Go home, light a bonfire in the heart of your community. Hang lanterns from the trees like constellations. Dance circles in the dark, alone and together as the wheel turns. That was written by Sophia Rosenberg in 2018. It's an excerpt from a longer piece. And this is, I have seen one world. I have traveled on earth with no borders, a round place where women never birth enemy face. And flowers can never be foreign. In countries not my own, the trees are clearly kin to trees everywhere. Mountains and waving grains from one land to another differ only as close cousins. In all the countries, water is our same generous mother. Everywhere birds sing, goats and sheep ring their bells. I have seen one world, an earth without map lines, where flowers belong where they bloom. We are everywhere the same, short-lived creatures longing for nourishment, love, beauty. One world, oh so clearly, one world. And that's from Sousa Silva Marie, 2019, from Rites of Ancient Ripening, which was by Merdel Lesueur. I think that must be the editor of it. So winter solstice is an interesting feast because, of course, this is about the lengthening of the day, the return of the light, which is, of course, what Hanukkah celebrates, and many, many others of the worldwide celebrations at this time. And, of course, even Christmas. I mean, Christ was called the light of the world. So his birth being set because, church decided that was a good time to have it, December the 25th. But anyway, the light of the world. So it is about the fact that even though we have a long winter stretching ahead of us, it's supposed to be coming in tomorrow around here, we have a we are actually beginning to gain light every day now. So I think that's really fascinating. And so I'm, my tradition is Christmas, and so I'm going to concentrate on Christmas songs and weave in a few of my own as we go along. And so, of course, these songs that I sing, which I've done the rights to, and I don't have the backing track to, are songs that I sing a cappella. And I'm going to get a bit of tea. I'm a bit, grumbly this afternoon, I should say. Oh, I guess I should. You don't have to hear me swallow. Well, one of the songs that is a real Christmas tradition is "It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas" by Meredith Willson. Meredith Willson, by the way, I think wrote The Music Man. So he was not just a songwriter. He was a he was a musical writer as well. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look at the 5 and 10. It's glistening once again with candy canes and silver lanes aglow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store. But the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. A pair of hop-along boots and a pistol that chooses the wish of Barney and Ben. Dolls that will talk and go for a walk is the hope of Janice and Jen. And Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. There's a tree in the Grand Hotel, one in the park as well. It's the sturdy kind that doesn't mind the snow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will start, and the thing that'll make 'em ring is the carol that you sing right within your heart. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store, but the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. Sure, it's Christmas once more. So that was a song by Meredith Wilson, and the lyrics, of course, are copywritten and belong to Cobalt Music Publishing Limited. So I don't have the rights to that song, but it's a great song, and I'm just gonna plow ahead. I wanted to also, in a way, this perhaps could have come out of that One World poem after in Solstice poetry, but I'm going to play Put Down the Guns. Now, Put Down the Guns is a song that I sent to Chris with the option of making it a co-write because I didn't feel it was finished, but he went ahead and produced it, and everyone loves it. So I'm like, okay, I guess it's a protest folk rock song, and unfortunately, we have a growing problem with people being shot and stabbed. It would be so nice if they would just learn to love one another and we could have some peace. Bring back flower children, bring back the sun. With peace and joy and harmony, a blossom for each gun. We marched for civil liberties, we marched to stop the war. It's time to turn this world around as we have done before. Put down the guns, people, put down the guns. Grow a garden full of harmony and love for everyone. Put down the guns, put down the guns, put down hatred and put down the guns. Put down the guns, put down the guns. Choose to love and not hate. Make peace, not war. A garden full of harmony will rise up at your door. Reach out to your neighbors. Love each and every one. The only way to make a change. Put down the guns. We can stop the killing. We can stop the killing, each person must be willing, but it can start with just one. So put down the guns, people, put down the guns. Grow a garden full of harmony and love for everyone. Put down the guns, put down the guns, put down hatred, please people, and put down the guns. Love one another, put flowers in the guns. Put down the guns, put down the guns. Love one another, put flowers in the guns. Put down the guns, put down the guns. Love one another, put flowers in the guns. Put down the guns, put down the guns. Love one another, put flowers in the guns. Put down the guns, put down the guns. Well, I sing a different version of that every time I do it. One thing about COVID and now this past year that I've had with my dearest loved one, being so fragile and not being able to see anyone for a third year. I haven't been able to do any gigs, thus the online live streams. So I haven't been out playing, having Chris and Shari play behind me to get that arrangement right in my head. Well, it is beginning to look a lot like Christmas, and I'm going to do a series of songs now that have to do with love. It's Christmas is about celebrating family and friends and loved ones and remembering people who are no longer with us. And so this is a song about the gifts that, and I wish I had been able to get them up. It just wouldn't work for me to put the lyrics in the window so that you could do a sing-along. But if you know the song, just join in and sing along with me, because I can't hear you and no one else can. You can just have a whale of a time. On the first day of Christmas, my true love sent to me a partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the third day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 5th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 6th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 6 geese a-laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 7th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 7 swans a-swimming, 6 geese a-laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 8th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 8 maids a-milking, 7 swans a-swimming, 6 geese a-laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a-milking, 7 swans a-swimming, 6 geese a-laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 10 lords a-leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a-milking, 7 swans a-swimming, 6 geese a-laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 11th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 11 pipers piping, 10 lords a-leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a-milking, 7 swans a-swimming, 6 geese a-laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 12 drummers drumming, 11 pipers piping, 10 lords a-leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a-milking, 7 swans a-swimming, 6 geese a-laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. Whew. I think I might have missed a line there, but it eventually got covered in the 12 days of Christmas. Now, the 12 days of Christmas, my dear people, are not the 12 days before Christmas. The time before Christmas is Advent, and I think it's 4 weeks. The 12 days of Christmas are from December the 25th to January the 6th, which is a feast of the 3 wise men with the giving of the gifts. And in fact, in a lot of countries, like I believe the Dutch, celebrate the gift-giving part of Christmas on the 6th of January. So I always leave our tree up until the 6th day of Christmas and take it down on the 7th. On the 6th of January, take it down on the 7th of January. And I have to say that two of my grandchildren, Sophia, who's 19, and Carl, who's 13, they dressed the tree for me a couple of Sundays ago, and they did a great job. And Carl mentioned, and when Sophia might have been, nudging him to do something different, and he said, I understand feng shui. And I don't know why that strikes me so funny, but just that a big strapping 13-year-old boy would be, I understand feng shui, and go ahead with his own method of decorating the tree. But it's a beautiful job. It's just lovely. So that's a great tradition in our family. Now, speaking of my true love, I want to do a song, and this is one I always have to do over the actual track, because it's one of the several songs that from Cool Cat for which I do not have the no lyric track, and I don't know why, but somehow the middle, I've got Swing Daddy and I've got Reunion and I've got one other song, and the rest are all just, I don't have them. I've got the track, but I don't have the backing track. So this one I'm going to be singing over my own voice, which means I'm going to have a nice big drink of tea right now, not into the mic like I did last time. And maybe I'll even spray my throat with this honey and, it's honey anyway. I always wanted to do that, and what's really neat is that one of my mentors was showing people on her screen not too long ago the same product, and I was like, I already got that. I found it at Pusateri, whatever that shop is in Toronto. Anyway, this is Easy Chair with all the voices. Each time I see you, darling, I have seen the light. I love the look of you, you're such a pretty sight. It's not the way you smile or how you comb your hair. It's just you sitting there, loving me with those eyes. It's just you sitting there, loving me with those eyes. What's the matter, what's the matter, what's the matter, what's the matter with we get along? We can argue black as white, we can laugh the whole night long. Just as long as when we're through, baby, there's still me and you, and you're still sitting there, loving me with those eyes. Just as long as when we're through, baby, there's still me and you, and you're still sitting there, loving me with those eyes. I don't have to hear you love me, you don't have to say you do. I just want you sitting there, kick back in that easy chair. You can rock my heart, please do beware. Love me with those eyes. I don't have to hear you love me, you don't have to say you do. I just want you sitting there, kick back in that easy chair. When you can rock me, baby, baby, talk me, love me with those eyes. Chris Weatherstone, saxophone. I just want you sitting there in that easy. Baby, take it easy in that easy. I just want you sitting there in that easy chair. Yeah. I love doing that song. I love doing that for the audience because it just, it's kind of a little gift back to them. So that's back to you guys. Now, and I know I'm ripping through these quickly, but I don't want to run out of gas on the laptop or my phone for that matter. So speaking of love and wintertime and and Christmas and so forth. Oh, right. Decided to open. Open so tiny I can't see it. Hold on a moment. Let me get this out of the way. No, let me try this. Oh, bother. Well, anyway, I've got my love to keep you. I've got my love to keep me warm. I wonder how I can do this so I can actually see the darn thing. Because it's so small. It just opened up in a... Go on. Oh, it's not going to open. Okay. I've Got My Love to Keep Me Warm was written by Irving Berlin. And, he wrote the whole song. Irving Berlin was one of these totally prolific, amazing songwriters. He wrote songs for decades. The snow is snowing, the wind is blowing, but I can weather the storm. What do I care how much it may storm? I've got my love to keep me warm. I can't remember a worse December. Just watch those icicles form. What do I care if icicles form? I've got my love to keep me warm. Off with my overcoat, off with my gloves. I don't need no overcoat. I'm burning with love. My heart's on fire. The flames grow higher, so I will weather the storm. What do I care how much it may storm? I've got my love to keep me warm. I thought you ought to know my heart's on fire. The flames, they just leap higher, so I will weather the storm. What do I care how much it will storm? I've got my love to keep me warm. I've got my love to keep me warm. That was my own arrangement for the final verse, which I could not see on my little tiny page here. And speaking of storms, of course, we are supposed to be having a storm coming in. Hopefully not today, but tomorrow, which is another trip into Toronto for a quick treatment and a meeting with the doctor. In the afternoon, we may be plowing through, huge drifts. We're not staying in Toronto anymore. We're making the trips back and forth because all the appointments are in the afternoon. So we have time to do that without having to get up at like 5:30 in the morning or whatever. And I'm really hoping that we don't end up with, with a really terrible storm while we're trying to drive in and out. But you never know. Okay, so speaking of I've Got My Love to Keep Me Warm, I'm going to do one of my songs that does not have anything to do with Christmas whatsoever. But it is about family, and Christmas, all the whether it's the solstice or Hanukkah or Diwali or Kwanzaa or Christmas or any Hanukkah is also very much about family. So I'm going to just do my family song, which is of course Swing Daddy, and let's hope that this one opens up so that I can see it. Not that I see it's little again. That is so odd. I wonder, it says view. Can I make the view? No, it doesn't. That's nothing to do with it. Text, shape. No. Format. Oh, I don't know. It's just not going to do it, I guess. Document. Well, that made it in the middle of the page. It doesn't matter. I know the words to this. It's just a matter of making sure I get them in the right place. So here is Swing Daddy.
Swing Daddy, swing, swing Daddy, swing Daddy, swing.
A daddy was a bassman in a swing band. In those dirty 30s, dark depression days, they played dance halls in Hamilton, Skokotan's pavilions. He played that up right at the old Palais.
Swing, daddy, swing.
His bass rode high up on the band car rooftop. And late one night the wind was blowing fierce. It threw his case into the ditch, smashed that fiddle all to bits, and Daddy waved goodbye to his career.
Swing, daddy, swing.
The 30s taught Daddy's lot. Make good with what you got. You can do what you have to do to see it through. If you swing, Daddy, swing. Swing, Daddy, swing. Thump that rhythm, dance all night and day.
Swing, swing, daddy.
Swing, Daddy, swing. Swing, Daddy, swing. Play that bass and chase those blues away. So Daddy took the reins up on a bread truck, delivered to the store that Mama ran. She'd been out dancing with her pals, heard him swing those big dance halls. He bought a book of matches and love began. Then Daddy drove the railway locomotives all up and down the New York Central line, while Mama cooked and Mama sewed, and they built up a loving home, a half a dozen children strong and fine.
Daddy, swing.
The 30s taught Daddy's lot. Make good with what you got. You can do what you have to do to see it through. If you swing, Daddy, swing. Swing, Daddy, swing. Thump that rhythm, dance all night and day.
Swing, swing, daddy.
Swing, Daddy, swing. Swing, Daddy, swing. Play that bass and chase those blues away. Well, in the end, he was a labor leader. When he was 62 at a railroad union do, they let him set him for a set. Daddy hadn't lost it yet. He played that bass the way he used to do. That's Malcolm Connor sitting in for Daddy. Well, now you've heard the story of our family, and every single word of it is true. Daddy was a bass man, playing in a swing band, and Daddy, we're so glad Mama swung with you. Hey, 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 swing, Daddy, swing. Swing, Mama, swing. Thump that rhythm, dance all night and day. Swing, Daddy, swing. Swing, Mama, swing. Play that bass and chase those blues away. Play that bass, chase those blues. Play that bass and chase those blues away. Swing, Daddy, swing, swing, Daddy. Swing, Daddy, swing, swing, Daddy. Swing, Daddy, swing, swing, Daddy, swing. Swing, Daddy, swing. Oh my goodness, I have to tell you, that remains probably my favorite song that I ever wrote. Absolutely, and it's a favorite of a lot of people, so that's a little Christmas present for you. Speaking of Christmas presents, those of you who have watched these Cats Meows over the time have seen me develop last spring mugs that were going to be available on my website, and I even designed a new mug for Christmas. However, all of the little details of getting Printful, which makes the mugs connected to my website, and for the website to be selling them the way I wanted to be sold, Printful to be mailing them and everything, it just proved daunting with all of the other things that I've been doing since March for someone very close to me. So I apologize because that did not happen. But I'm just going to quickly show you. There's my YouTube banner for those of you who haven't seen it before and are watching this and want to watch some of my live videos, live streams, they're listed in various places or just sort of stuck in, but I will be fixing that this year, I hope. Everything that I was going to do this year, I'm doing next year sometime later, maybe starting in the summer. And there's my website, and there is the place where you join my email list for the latest news, and I will tell you that I will, what I've managed to do is when I'm simply not able to get onto other social media to do much in the way of PR, my email list always gets the link to this live, and I will be keeping them posted as we go along about other developments in my life and maybe in the website and the store and all the rest of it. Put it on your list for next Christmas or for your birthday or something to get one of my mugs. So I'm just going to go back here to default. And I even made a Papa's Photo video, or not video, mug. It's got the artwork that I had up at the beginning, the artwork from the video or from the single up on one side, and on the other side I had the Christmas Kiss, which was the, I don't know if I got it in here. Do I have the Christmas Kiss? Single song list covers. Money Live images, okay. Yeah, I had the Christmas Kiss up. So I put that on one side of the mug. But I may do a whole series of them so that, different people in the family are in the picture and stuff like that. I don't know. But that's one thing. And since we're on to looking at photos and stuff, I wanted to show you a couple of other things because I had promised I would explain, and I never did. So, for instance, this is the Only Lonely Me cover, and some of you may be very familiar with that. Well, what I did is I took a photograph of me at 18, and I think, in fact, I used that at one time. Catherine at 18. Yeah, this is the original photo, and I, messed around with it to make it look like somebody looking, I thought maybe a little bit like a rainy window or something. And so I quite liked the results of that. And then there was another one that I said I would explain to you, and then I never did. And that was, I don't know what it was called. I think it was a dance photo. I think I called it an old dance photo. I thought I saw that. Oh, there it is, right below Catherine at 18. Yeah, I have a whole series of photographs. One of them is on the cover of Cool Cat. It's the one with the jazz hand on the belly and the head tipped back. These photographs were taken in 1983. I was 35 years old at the time. So there's a lot of really interesting images that I might use when there doesn't seem to be anything else appropriate for the particular live that I'm doing. I thought those were kind of fun to talk about a bit. So here we are. We are coming down to the last song, except for the music video, which I'm going to play, and I'm hoping I've got enough battery left. I do. So I sang Sleigh Ride last time, and I'm just going to do Silver Bells, and then we're going to go out with Papa's Photo lyric video. Come on. There we go. Another drink. I think, now, it seems to me I also had the Christmas song around here somewhere. Both of those, Silver Bells and the Christmas song. The Christmas song is the one that starts chestnuts roasting on an open fire. But I think I'll do Silver Bells because it's about shopping, and we're still into the shopping. Oh boy, there goes my voice. That's so much fun. Well, I will croak through this one, and then we'll get the video. But I just, I vacillated between the two, and I decided what I would do was Silver Bells. And this is by Jay Livingston and Ray Evans. and it's the lyrics are copywritten at Sony ATV Harmony now. Silver bells, it's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring, soon it will be Christmas Day. City sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air there's a feeling of Christmas. Children laughing, people passing, meeting smile after smile. And on every street corner you'll hear silver bells, it's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring, soon it will be Christmas Day. Strings of streetlights, even stoplights, blink up bright red and green as the shoppers rush home with their treasures. Hear the snow crunch, see the kids bunch. This is Santa's big scene. And above all this bustle, you'll hear silver bells, it's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, jing-a-ling, soon it will be Christmas Day. Soon it will be Christmas Day. So that's, oh gosh, I just love that song. And you notice I didn't sing any carols. I do love carols as well. But most of the carols that I really love are impossible for me today. They're too high and too thin, and I just can't do them. I was just wondering if I do have the Christmas song here someplace. I might have it. I'm going to just take the comments out. Yeah, there's the Christmas song. Well, maybe what we'll do is we'll go through that as well. We might as well, and that will take us up almost to the hour, and then we'll go out with the video, and we will hope that it doesn't run out of gas before then. Well, I'm just having quite the croak. I made one change to the lyrics because of what I think now is probably not politically correct, but I could be wrong. But I'm just gonna, so you see if you can figure out where I did it. Okay, this is the Christmas song. Chestnuts roasted. Oh, see, I knew I was gonna croak. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like those up north. Sorry, guys, I guess I can't do it. After all, I've run out of steam with the voice, and nothing I do is going to fix that. Anyway, check out the Christmas song, Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire. I'm sure you all know it, but listen to somebody like Mel Torme do it and really enjoy it as a wonderful Christmas. And you know, there's all kinds of new Christmas songs that I don't know at all. I know there's one that's like the Christmas song that's been played more times in the last 10 years than any other song. And I don't know that one. So it's because I'm an old lady now. So I'm going to hope that this is where it belongs, and I'm going to look for the lyric video for Papa's Photo and see if it will work. And if it's not, I've got one sitting right here waiting to go in. There it is.
Christmas morning, bleary-eyed and yawning, we gather all together on the stairs, giggling and jostling, we find our places, sweet anticipation glowing in our faces. Papa sets the camera He snuggles in among us at the bottom of the stairs. The love that's all around us makes everything look so bright. He doesn't need a single light. So smile for Papa's photo before we see the tree. Take another picture, make another memory. A part of this tradition ever since we were born. Papa's photo of the family on the stairs each Christmas morn. Well, there may come a time when Papa finds himself alone. And who will take a photograph when Papa dear is gone? Until our Christmas colors are all turning blue, we'll do what we always do. We'll smile for Papa's photo before we see the tree. Take another picture, make another memory. A part of this tradition ever since we were born. Papa's photo of the family on the stairs each Christmas morn. So smile for Papa's photo before we see the tree. Take another picture, make another memory. A part of this tradition ever since we were born. Papa's photo of the family on the stairs each Christmas morn.
So, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year and Happy Holidays, however you celebrate. Bama P. I don't know when I'll be back, but I will be back. It will be sometime in 2023, I imagine. And I'm just going to finish up here. And I remind you that I'm fine. I'm fine.